My name is Dr. Jean Galgalu, President and CEO at African Economic Development Solutions. Today we are here to announce Letter Africa Annual Festival for immediate release. African Economic Development Solutions, AEDS, organized the 9th Letter Africa Annual Festival, St. Paul. We are pleased to announce 2023 Letter Africa Annual Festival and Parade of Nations scheduled to take place on Sunday, August 6, 2023 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Hamline Park, located at 1564 Delphont Avenue in St. Paul, Minnesota 551-5104. We are immensely proud of family-friendly environment that we have created over the years. The Africa Cultural and Business District was established in 2023 by AEDs and African immigrant community leaders. At the launch of the district, community leaders said, one day we will celebrate African Day in this district. In 2014, AEDs launched the first Letter Africa Annual Festival 9 years ago. The festival gave us the opportunity to come together and enjoy what diverse African immigrant communities in Minnesota has to offer. We celebrate diversity, resilience, and hard work of African immigrants in Minnesota. Our mission is wealth building, economic and social wealth in African immigrant community in the United States by providing cultural grounded support and service to business leaders and collaborations. AEDs provide business development training, technical assistance, lending, financial capability, and home ownership education and credit placemaking to African immigrants in Minnesota and throughout the United States. Thank you very much. Now we can answer the question if you may have.
What makes this year's event different from last year?
Thank you, Oromia 11. Thank you, all the media, for being here. Good question. This year, we are really excited. Last year, we came out of COVID-19. That kept us isolated from each other. This year, we are coming back big and better and scale up our festival from across Minnesota. We have guests coming from out of the state as well. And we are really excited. It's going to be streamed. And those who not in Minnesota, in St. Paul, they can't even watch us stream from Africa, from the motherland. And we are big and better, and we have more artists, we have more food, we have more people coming out and celebrate our diversity, beauty, and the resilience of African immigrants in Minnesota and throughout the United States and globe. Yes.
Okay. What would you say to
Can you identify yourself first?
Yeah, Alfonso Galvin from Sahan Journal. What would you say for those members of the community that aren't from, African background, for them to want to come to the event?
Oh, thank you very much, Sahan Journal, for coming out. This celebration, Letter Africa Annual Festival, has been, always, will be, celebrate the diversity of African immigrants and welcome all non-African and friends and family to celebrate with us. It's designed for African and non-African to come together and celebrate the African diversity and celebrate what African immigrant has to offer in Minnesota. And it's for everyone, has been and will be for everyone. Yes.
My name is Abdi from Spokesman Recorder. Thank you, Doctor, for this conference today. My question is about partnerships with the City of St. Paul. What has that been like in terms of over the years, and this year specifically? What's different in partnerships, and what has that support been like for this event going forward?
Thank you very much. This is a critical question. When we launched Little Africa Cultural Business District 2013, we started partnership with the city and the community leaders, and St. Paul City has been the porter of the Little Africa Festival over the years. Not only that, they not only just support, they financially has been supporting the work we do in our city. And we have a lot of other announcements at the festival. I'm just reminded by my colleague at the back. Little Africa Plaza is a work of creative placemaking. We're taking to next level of work. We've been celebrating the diversity, resilience of African immigrant, music, art, food. Now we're taking to the next level. The Little Africa Plaza is a cultural entrepreneurship center. It's going to place on 678 Snelling Avenue North here in St. Paul. So it's going to house grocery with halal, retail space, and of course, African Museum. I'm pretty excited to see the African Museum. Not going to be huge African Museum. It's going to be a display of African culture, and that we cannot wait to see. And of course, going to be our headquarters in there.
Is there a timeline for the plaza? Or details to come? The
details to come, and we will have announcement very, very soon. It's going to be the groundbreak is going to be this year, and the completion of the construction is going to be 2024. Yes.
For how long did Little Africa has been going on?
Little Africa Cultural Business District was launched in 2013. I remember the community leaders said, one day we will celebrate African Day here in this district. They just took that responsibility. We launched in 2014, 9 years ago, the first Little Africa Annual Festival. I remember that day we had only 6 artists performing. People came from 15 cities, 32 zip code. And it was a moment of joy to just come together as African immigrant, to share our culture, our diversity, our beauty. And today, we're not talking about our 6 artists, we're talking about over 100 artists, diverse, including from Caribbean. We have native and very diverse group of people perform, and believe this is the only place that as Africa we come together. We can claim we are, as a Minnesota, of African immigrant. We are proud to create this space. We are proud to come together. We are proud to celebrate and show our children, our young, the beauty and diversity of African immigrant, and show our heritage, where we came from, and so they can learn not only one specific, they all kind of specific, but our beauty as a continent of African immigrant.
My name is Collins, CEO of Beyond Media Solutions and also the host and the creator of African Stock. My question would be, what efforts are being made to make sure that this festival continues to be as inclusive as possible, and also to make it accessible to the larger African community, depending on whatever background people are coming from?
Thank you, Colin. Thank you as always for the immense support of this work. The inclusiveness of Little Africa Annual Festival. When we launch Little Africa Annual Festival, when we launched Little Africa Cultural Business District, we did not launch as organization. We launched with African immigrant community leaders from east to west, and very diverse group of community leaders came together and launched the district. That vision drives us today to carry on that work the diversity of African immigrants. We have one continent, but diverse communities. So we will continue making that effort and continue diversity, it be inclusive and accessible to all African immigrants in here. And we welcome also African immigrants who live in different states to come to this state, Minnesota, where we have diverse African immigrants and created our space. Remember, created our space where we celebrate the diversity of African immigrants. We can replicate, for those who are interested in to replicate in other states, they can join us virtual. But if they want a place-based, we are ready to support any effort outside of Minnesota. As African immigrant in Minnesota, everyone is welcomed, and also we will celebrate. This is their space. It's their space. It's CUC, our team, and very diverse from east to west, and we want to continue that for the years to come.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes.
I have a follow-up to Colin's question. How can people partake if they want to table, if they want to take part in the festival? What can they do? Who do they reach out to?
Oh, thank you. That's a crucial question. For the Little Africa Annual Festival, to register, we have vendor registration at www.littleafricafest.com or call our staff 651-646-9411. We have an amazing team who are ready to support as a vendor, as a volunteer, artist. We have artist organizer. Our brother Petros Haile is organizing the artist with Sagai here. So everyone is welcome to table. Not only just the food, have information desk, business they want to start, or they have a vision, and just network within the community.
One question, Malik, Temple Afric TV. My question will be, this Little Africa Festival is not taking over African economic development and solution.
Oh, thank you, Malik. It has been great to work with you over the years, and you've been there from the day one. We are so grateful. You've seen the growth of this work over the years, and Little Africa Annual Festival is give a synergy and not taking over African Economic Development Solutions. African Economic Development Solutions, AEDs, started in 2008, and throughout the journey we saw that using art and culture as a catalyst for economic development strategy, we need to create that space. That's why we launched in 2013 the district itself, and in 2014 we created the festival. So it's giving the opportunity for people to know the work of AEDs is not taking over the organization itself.
What should we expect on Little Africa Fest?
Oh, thank you. On August 6th at 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are going to celebrate Little Africa Annual Festival here in St. Paul. The address is again 1564 Lefond Avenue, St. Paul, at the Hamline Park here in St. Paul. Thank you very much. See you on August 6th. For those who need the press releases at the desk, you can grab the press release. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.